So in this week's upload, we've got a really good question about finding the times at which prices move on the UK horse racing. So this question was submitted on a previous video about market movers from Raymond, where he asks, where can I find the data on market movers? And he also goes on to say that he suspects some market moves and the information displayed is fixed. Now, not really got a lot to comment on that last part, other than to do with price delays. We'll comment on that in just a second, but I'll show something on screen in just a second so you can find the times at which prices move. So this is another question for the Q&A playlist. We're going to do a few more. If you've got any more questions, then please submit yours down below. We'll get around to doing that as soon as possible. Now, most of you will know, as exchange traders or people who have hopefully used a betting exchange, you can find the Betfair charts, Betfair being the biggest exchange, where it has the price and movement over time along the bottom, but it doesn't have a time axis. Now, this can be a problem because, well, it's a problem for them because if they did put a time axis, you might see big gaps where there was liquidity, and it's a problem for end users because if you're trying to understand how a price has moved, where it's moved, how you can trade it, where you can exploit the value, then you want to know at what time it actually moved. So you can't see it on the exchanges, but you can see where bookies have changed their prices, and that has been logged via affiliate data streams. Now bear with me just a second on this because affiliate data streams are typically delayed up to 3 minutes. It can vary depending on provider. So you have to bear in mind all of these times that are logged could be up to 3 minutes out. Now I don't think a lot of people are going to be wanting to be that specific that they need to know within the last few minutes when you're looking at the overall picture to form your opinion. But I'll show you now on screen where you can find the times at which bookies change their prices, or they change their prices with their affiliate data feeds. So I think most of you are probably familiar with oddschecker.com, which is a comparison site for sportsbook odds and exchange odds over on the right there. We're going to look at the sportsbook odds here in particular because this is where these individual affiliate feeds, each column there on the screen is an individual affiliate lead from a different sportsbook service updates, and Oddschecker keeps a record of when the prices update. Now, as I previously mentioned there in the intro, there is a delay to these individual affiliate feeds because the sportsbooks don't want everybody having their actual real-time prices as they happen, because it means that those who are smart enough to be arbing or doing various things like that can exploit them for value. So if we take a look at this particular race on screen here at Newcastle earlier on today, we can see you've got horses' names down the left there, Mr. Washington being the favourite. If we click that one, it gives us the individual price history on that particular runner. So you can see inside the live show, there's been a lot of price changes as you'd expect. That's where the peak activity for any horse race will be. But as we scroll back further, you can see other pertinent points throughout the day. 12 o'clock, there was a lot of price changes there on that runner. And again on the live shows earlier in the morning, sort of between 11:30, 10 o'clock, thereabouts. Now when you do this, you want to basically take these different little segments there and take the cluster of where all the prices change, because that's the point of activity. You don't want to stick to one particular sportsbook feed. Now, you can take that one step further by then taking those times and going and looking at the Betfair exchange chart, seeing where the prices moved, and you can pinpoint the places where the prices actually moved in terms of time, so you can have a clearer understanding on the overall picture for the marketplace. So looking at some other runners on screen there, you can see again, live shows, lots of price changes, again around about 12 o'clock and then around about 10 AM where the live shows are taking place. Now this is really important because if you see which horse moved in price first, then you can often tell which one is the driving factor within the marketplace to actually push the prices to change. Now, obviously, all of the prices in the market are likely or more susceptible to change around about the same point in time where that activity is going on, but seeing which one was first allows you to have a little bit of a clearer picture on what is the motivating factor, where is the money going down to actually make the prices change in this market. So one I'm talking away there's another one on screen there. Again, you can see around about the same times, but it was a little bit earlier. So Florrie Knox there was a horse that was actually shortened in price, and it is around about 6.5 nearest to the start, even though it was sort of 8 and above earlier in the morning. So hopefully that's a little bit clearer. You can understand when, as an overall picture, the prices have moved on any one particular market on certain selections. Knowing when they move is a large part of the puzzle in one sense, but knowing why and how they move is a whole new ball game, which is why we've got the additional courses on the website. The video pack course, it's probably our premium course for horse racing traders, so you might want to check that out. We'll put a link in the description down below. Also, if you've got a question of your own, please don't forget to add it in the comments down below. Tap the like button and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on future content. We'll be doing as much as we can into the future to answer your questions and help you on your trading journey.